they didn't collude. I think they did. I think those owners got together and was like, don't pick his ass.
Are you going to sit or are you going to stand? Because then I got to readjust this.
I'm going to stand. They like his daddy and him been acting cocky, talking shit. Because what he did at the combine, he didn't even do shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, fucking Dion didn't either. He went and did the 40 and left. Like,
but you not Dion, man.
Right. You ain't the real prime time.
No, but that was a different era back then. Now talent is fucking a dime a dozen, bro.
You want me to do this? Ready?
Yeah. What you doing? Salting?
Babe.
You look like that fucking faggot ass. You remember that commercial? The chef that did the little salt. What is that? It's some restaurant on the strip.
The Salt Bay guy does that.
That shit gay as fuck, dog.
What's the salt?
Yeah. Every fucking it's like his commercial doing that. I'm like, this dude look.
Like, why do I want the stuff hitting your fucking arm first before it gets to my meal? What the fuck?
Who told you that shit was cool though to make a commercial? Don't take that shit off. Just I'd rather you do the.
All right, let's start this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Nightcap episode. We're your hosts, JD and Grit.
Ain't got shit to talk about.
So we're going to start off by just saying that Salt Bay shit is gay. Okay?
We was roasting Salt Bay. Like, you should know what we talking about, man. If not, we'll probably put a clip in there.
Well, you made a good point. Who told him that shit looked cool, first off? Second off, we make people wash their hands before they handle our food and stuff like that. Why do I want my seasonings rolling off your fucking arm first?
Like, how did they come up with that shit, though? Like, and someone was like, oh, dude, that was real cool. Let me record you doing it and make a commercial.
Now let's market it and make money.
Oh, my God.
No, really what we wanted to talk about, though, and it's a little bit, by the time you guys watch this recording, it's already been, 2 weeks since the NFL draft? Maybe 3?
Yeah.
And there's probably been enough people speaking on it ad nauseum at this point.
Of course, that was a big story.
Should Shedeur Sanders falling to the 5th round? Now, Lamont has some theories.
Yeah, I believe that he was a 3rd rounder at least, for his talent. Some people talk on, well, he only had one person to throw to, or he only threw to one person, which is pretty true. He threw about 80% of his passes to Travis Hunter. So I guess that kind of affects your game as a quarterback, right? Because you don't show versatility. But I still think he was a 3rd rounder, not a 5th. But I mean, what my granny used to tell me, your mouth wrote a check your ass couldn't cash. They was talking all that shit, man. Like they was everything. He's showing up to the combine. Not putting in work at the combine. He did one workout or something and then left. And he was
in the interviews, right? Like I
he
heard
was bombing interviews. He was bombing interviews.
Yeah,
on purpose.
I heard he was purposely oh, this team's never going to draft me, and kind of was brushing him off. Or
no, he wasn't doing that. The case was he didn't want to go to those teams, so he was bombing the interviews on purpose, so that they would not pick him. That's why I said they made an example. They said, you want to play these games? You want to be legendary? Because that's his whole little thing, right? Legendary. Yeah, they made him legendary, all right.
See, someone should have told you that you're not, when you're there, even though you're interviewing for specific teams and whatnot, like you're not auditioning for just that team. Other teams get a hold of those tapes. They get a hold of those interviews. They know. And these owners, they talk, man. Yeah. They talk.
But this is the thing is that was the issue is that him and his dad, and I'm not knocking Dion. I think he's a great dude. He was a great player. He's a great coach. But the cockiness that he has, his son also has. And they both were saying stuff like, he's not going to play for this team and he's not going there. Like trying to dictate and call shots. So that's why I'm like, nah, these motherfuckers got together and was like, yeah.
Well, I mean, the level of cockiness that Shedeur has, do you think that some of that is kind of instilled in him from his dad? Like, is it?
But you gotta know your place.
Well, I mean, but yeah, true. But I guess every father's going to do that with their son, right?
Yes, but
that's almost like for example, LeBron James trying to say that his son can compete with anybody in the NBA, and
yeah, he's saying it,
can't.
but he's saying that. It's a different story if he's saying it, and then his son is also saying it, and then his son is walking into his job interview like, "I'm everything y'all need." What? Like, you need to like humble yourself a little bit.
Can you prove it?
Partner, humble yourself a little bit. You know, we run the show here, not you.
Right.
Chill out. So that's what it is, and it's unfortunate, you know, because that's a lot of money that got left on the table, man. A lot.
Well, so and one of the teams that was expected to draft him anyways was the Browns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just everyone thought that it was going to happen a little bit sooner, probably in the third round, like you were talking, or even early as the second. So if the Browns' plan was to still get him, and they managed to still get him in the fifth, they got him for a discounted price then, right? Now, I also wonder this. At the time of this recording, it's on Mother's Day, it's discovered Derek Carr retired.
Yeah.
Now, would the Saints, if they had known sooner that Derek Carr was going to retire, do you think that they would have maybe taken a gamble on him?
I mean, they could have gotten him. They didn't.
But that's because they also still thought maybe there's a chance Derek was coming back as well.
But even with Derek coming back, I feel that you should, like, Derek's old enough to the point where it's time to replace, right? Like, okay, you should already know, like, all right, he's about that time to be walking about the door. So you want to get someone in to be like a Tom Brady and to be like a Aaron Rodgers, where those guys, some of the best quarterbacks ever. And what did they do? They came in the league and they sat behind some of the best quarterbacks for about a season or two before they came in and started taking the reins.
Most of the legendary and Hall of Fame quarterbacks get to sit behind somebody else and learn.
Exactly. So that's what I would have wanted, but hey, I don't think they knew that. I didn't know that. I was surprised.
Not all teams have the foresight and the common knowledge to start grooming people to take someone else's spot, though. Like 49ers, for a fucking example. Trent Williams.
Don't get on the
Trent Williams, while he is arguably the greatest left tackle in the league right now, fucking old. Dude's what, 37? About to be 38?
Yeah, definitely.
And they didn't draft anybody to be a successor to him. Like, what the fuck is y'all doing? Yeah. Can we get some help? Like, look, I love John Lynch. That dude was a fucking monster, and I get it. That's probably has something. He played defense, so that probably plays a factor in the fact that most of their defenses or draft picks every year go to defense, right? I think the first 4 or 5 picks they made were on the defensive side of the ball.
Shit, out of the first 10 picks, I think 7 of them were defensive players.
The Niners and the Ravens both had like 10 or 11 picks this year. They both had the highest amount. And I think that the Niners only picked like 2 or 3 offensive players out of all those picks. Everything else went straight to defense. They do it every year. They invest heavily on the defensive side of the ball.
Defense wins games, man.
No, offense wins games. Defense wins championship.
That's a game to win. The championship game. Motherfucker, stop trying to correct me, man.
Some bitch.
Stay on that side of the bar. Shit.
This is the good side of the bar.
Yeah,
all the shit's down here.
All the shit's down here.
What you got over there? Floor. Bitch. Stop me if I'm lying.
No. You're gonna knock this whole bar.
No, it's snooker, dog. You can't do it.
Trust me.
You ain't that strong.
Yeah, I'm strong.
You strong? You strong? You strong?
I'm strong. Yeah. I got that little people short, weird talking strongness. Yeah. You know the people I'm talking about.
Kid, I'm gonna be 40 this year, bro. I'm gonna start having old man strength just for no fucking reason. Be strong. It's called old man strength or whatever. Like it's just old people. They don't even work out no more. But for some reason, they can still lift more than you and shit.
I think that's your body. Just like this is the last hurrah, homie.
It's just years of abuse.
It's the last hurrah before we go nose first.
Just years of abuse.
Yeah. Got to get it in.
Yeah. How do you think Shador will do with the Browns? Do you think he'll actually get a fair shake, or do you?
Because the weird thing too is the Browns have a pretty stacked quarterback roster, don't they? They got like 3 or 4.
I mean, look, they got so they got Watson,
Yeah,
obviously,
but
right?
he's hurt.
But not only that, even when he wasn't hurt, he wasn't the same. He wasn't what they traded for from the Texans,
No.
right? Like they didn't even get what was advertised. Once the massages went away,
he lost
his play. Like,
bro, the massages was helping him tremendously.
Apparently, same thing with Justin Tucker for the Ravens.
Man, I'm telling you.
Because when his massages went away, all of a sudden he forgot how to kick a 50-yarder.
Because now that knot is in there, it's
like,
bothering him. She can't throw it because that knot is.
No, kick it.
Well, I'm talking about Watson.
Oh yeah.
Watson can't throw it anymore because that knot is back there. He can't get it out.
Let's see here. Let's look up the Browns quarterbacks. Let's see what's on the roster right now outside of Shador. Obviously, yes, they got Joe Flacco.
Yeah,
but he's old as fuck now, dude. Like Joe Flacco's good for. He'll probably be good for maybe 5 or 6 games. You'll get enough. He'll be good for enough games for you to be like, he's our new starter.
Man, listen,
just for him to fuck it off.
Don't be giving no flack to Flacco, all right?
He's the new Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Leave him alone, man.
Fitzmagic. He's good, and then you give him the starting job, and then he shits the fucking bed. That's Joe Flacco now. I'm not taking nothing away from him. I like Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
They got Kenny Pickett, who never got a fair shake with the Steelers. Right? They traded for him, or
I thought the Steelers was gonna go for Shador.
That was another option as well. That's one that left some people puzzled.
Yeah,
they were like, "Wait, y'all didn't?"
But see, that's the thing is, when I was speaking about the cockiness, that's people don't realize that's also looked at as uncoachable. Well, and some coaches will be like, "I'd rather take this dude here. He's worse than this guy, but I can manage to get him where I need him to be. Like he will listen, he'll take direction, versus somebody that's like, and you can't stop,
can't stop, won't
stop."
All right, Diddy Jr. Shit. You might be onto something with that because the Steelers also traded away George Pickens. They traded him to the Cowboys. So maybe you're right about that because. Because obviously George Pickens, people saw him with attitude and maybe became listed as an uncoachable type of player. Maybe they were like, "Oh, we're not gonna fucking have this wide receiver and then also get this quarterback and have them both be people we can't fucking tell what to do because their egos are too big." So it's possible.
Yeah.
And then Dylan Gabriel is another player that they have, which I thought they picked him up from a different team. Or maybe they drafted him. Let's see here. Was he round 3, 94th pick? So 24-year-old quarterback, probably not gonna have a good fair shot now that they got Shador. Because I think the picking order for the Browns quarterbacks, it's gonna be Watson, Flacco neck and neck with Shador, or Kenny Pickett and Shador fighting for.
It's gonna either be
the third round.
Yeah,
the third quarterback spot.
I don't think Shador will fight for the third. They'll give him a starting chance, maybe. If not, he'll be second. And there's also an option too. They may release his ass.
That's true, also
because you're 5th round. You don't have a can 5th rounds get traded?
You can trade any player.
I know they could release you because you're not really on the roster. You still got to earn your position, so you still got to try out. Technically.
Right. Well, not necessarily because there's people that do trades before the season even start for players.
Yeah, but I don't know about no 5th round.
Crazy. Look, if there's a team that says, "Hey, we'll give you a 4th round for next year's draft for your 5th round pick that you picked this year," they're gonna be like,
"That's what we did." Fucking the Rams, we traded our first round pick.
Yeah, I mean, there's people that do that.
I'm like, what?
Who else done that before? Phillip Rivers. I think Phillip Rivers was drafted originally by the Giants and was like, "I'm not going to play for the fucking Giants," and then the Giants traded him to the Chargers.
Yeah.
So like it happens.
Yeah.
You don't have to actually physically make the roster because technically all these players are on the roster. So cut down dates, right? It goes from what, like 90 to 75, and then to the final 53. I think that's how the rosters work.
So I'm just curious to see whose Hard Knocks is this year. Do you know?
I don't know, actually. Let's see if it'll show it already.
What if it's the Browns? That would be so dope. Because I would love to see this fucker actually like trying. I don't want to repeat of the combine.
Oh, well, I mean, damn, I can't believe Hard Knocks been around for 13 seasons already. Holy shit. Let's see here. Who's gonna be the next people on the Hard Knocks? I don't know if they've announced it yet.
I swear there's been a few times where it's been the same team, like 2 times, 3 times. That could just be me.
Because I know they just did. They just did the Giants last season, right? They did Giants and Browns or something. Like they did multiple teams.
Oh.
So I don't think they would do Browns back to back seasons, but
Dang, man.
who will be on Hard Knocks this year?
Was that Indiana game today? Was it in Indiana or was it in Cleveland?
It was in Indiana. It was in Indiana.
I was gonna say was it in Cleveland? He wasn't at the game because usually they start showing up
Right
in that city where they.
Yeah, I don't think they have it listed yet on who's gonna actually be on Hard Knocks this year.
Talking about that game blew up.
Oh my
God! I mentioned it again.
Right. So look, if you guys been following the NBA, the Mother's Day game between the Cavs and the Pacers was a complete fucking abomination.
Slaughterhouse.
At the half, it was 80-39 at halftime.
Yeah.
Which means the Cavaliers, they didn't even come to play. Like they did not show the fuck up at all. It was crazy.
I think they need LeBron. They need LeBron. They need him to go back. They need him to go. LeBron, you got to go back home.
Take LeBron.
They need you, man. They need you.
Take Sir Flop a lot.
Yep.
Please take him.
That's LaFlopagus.
He is the king of flop.
Bro. I'm telling you, man, that you got served move. I still live rent free in my head, man.
You know what?
No, it was Stomp the Yard. That Stomp the Yard move.
as you're saying that, I'm gonna try and find that clip. I'm gonna try and lay it over while you're.
I can't believe that man did that. I can't really. Like, I would be so embarrassed. Oh damn! No shame in his game.
For those that don't follow basketball and don't know, it was a obvious flop where LeBron act like he got hit in the face. He didn't when they showed the replay. But this dude, he jumped back like 10 steps. Like this, it's like one of those comedy skits where it's like a never-ending fall.
Mm-hmm.
And then when he finally hits, you're like, how the hell did it take that long to fall? Like, he falls, he lands into like a cameraman and people in the first row on the side of the center court and shit like that. Like, it was,
or even what was it?
Ridiculous.
Last week when the.
Oh yeah, we all know that. We all seen the memes.
Like he looked at the camera. Like, did they get it?
Yeah.
It's like, oh god.
And then this is the same fuck that has the audacity in the interview to be like, maybe I got to learn how to flop. I got to learn how to flop. I got to take some acting classes, bitch. Nah, your whole life's an act.
Nah, this the same dude that called his fucking baldy ass to approach Stephen A. Smith and talk shit to that man.
But then who was it? Kevin Gates?
And then Kevin Gates show up with his freaky ass. You don't say nothing.
He's quiet as a mouse, baby.
That's why you just gotta be true to yourself, man. Don't be Will Smith. See, Will Smith could walk on stage, slap the shit out of Chris Rock. See?
Oh, come on, man.
He ain't gonna walk on stage and slap the shit out of The Rock. That's where you start looking bad at, because you got to keep that same energy.
Man, look. I'm a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air fan, so please let's just keep Will Smith's name out your fucking mouth.
That nigga was wrong. I don't give a fuck. I'm a Fresh.
No, he was wrong. He was wrong.
I'm a Fresh Prince fan too.
He was wrong with that. He was wrong. He was wrong for that. But you know what, man? Look, understandably, he was going through a lot, right?
I understand. But earlier we talked about emotions and controlling it.
Yes, exactly.
That was one of those moments. You was way too old to be that. That's that 20-year-old, 18-year-old shit. Not 40-something.
Yeah. No, he's in his 50s now, ain't he?
Maybe. Yeah.
But no, I do agree because but you got to look at the whole thing in retrospect, right? So, yeah, he definitely needed to not act like that because he was having a good fucking time with all the jokes,
bro.
until he turned and looked at Jada's face and
That's why
saw that
it's
she
weird.
wasn't happy, and he was like, "Oh, shit."
That's why it don't make sense to me,
She embarrassed him on her red table.
bro. I would have been done after red
I
table.
would have fucking left. Like, I'm sorry, Will. I love you, dog, but
First of all, I ain't going on red table.
you're not a good man just because you saw this through. And no, you're a simp when it comes to your relationship. I'm sorry. I'm gonna throw it out there. I'm bringing that 90s slang back, baby. You a simp. Plain and simple. You can't do that, man. She cheated on you with someone that's old enough to be your son, who is actually friends with your son, in your house, and then took you on her show and talked about it, and then wouldn't even outright just call it what it was. Bitch cheated and took a young dick, and said it was an entanglement. She was entangled around his nut hairs. Like, no, man, you're a fucking simp if you sat there and took it. The second that her hair came off, your wedding ring should have came off, motherfucker.
Yeah, fuck the ring. The ring don't matter. But let me tell you what we're gonna do. You're not about to get on national TV talk my business. Period.
You were a meme for suckers. You went from being the fresh prince to the fresh simp. That shit is wrong, dog.
Preaching, man.
That shit is fucking wrong.
Motherfucker get that bamboo in the system, we start putting shit together. Look at that. This nigga said it with his chest. You went from the fresh print to the fresh simp. Damn, man.
I did it and I meant it.
God damn.
No, but honestly though, dude,
I want Independence Day Will back. We're Independence. Don't start nothing. Won't be nothing. Remember when he socked the alien in the forehead?
Yeah.
That's what he should have did that. Nah,
Welcome to Earth. Welcome to Earth. Can you imagine his head after that? Much welcome back to reality, bitch. You just got me to set it off, motherfucker.
Right. Like, yeah, call Kane now.
We don't advocate for women, men beating women in domestic
It's Happy
violence.
Mother's Day too. So
yeah,
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Yes.
Love y'all.
This is obviously going to be 4 days after.
Yeah. But we hope y'all had a good Mother's Day.
Yes, absolutely.
Nah, but yeah, I think that they went wrong with. I don't understand celebrities and putting their business out there. Like the shit in your bedroom, just leave it, man. I don't want to know about what positions you be hitting your girl and. Like, stop. Just stop, man. That shit is weird and it's embarrassing.
When you become a star, though, I think...
Give a fuck if I was the brightest star. What's the brightest star? Mars? I could be Mars. If I was Mars, I don't care.
But what I'm saying is, there's gonna be people that are gonna dig in. They're gonna look. They're gonna try to find shit, and it's...
Yeah, that's fine. But I'm not gonna go on to a show... or go onto the internet and willingly spill my home business.
I agree with. But what I was gonna aim for was at least be real about it.
Correct.
You see, like there's so many celebrities out there. Like we even just talked about it with fucking LeBron. Dude, like there are people that are so blatantly fake, and you can tell that they're so out of touch with reality, things like that. That they get caught up in the shit because we see it. You know what I mean?
But some of these folks, it seems like they're so bored. It's like they're bored and then they're not in the news. Like they're just out of touch, or they're not a hot topic at the moment. So they grab their phone and they just say some weird shit. I like octopus tentacles in my nose. Like something strange, and then it's a topic, and it's just all over the place.
Stuck on orangutan titties.
Yeah, and it's like, what? Why?
He abused an ape at the zoo. What the fuck's going on?
Like, why are you even talking about this stuff? Like, just keep that private, bro.
Right.
Private.
You're right. But I just when you're a star, you got to try to look at it from their perspective, right? When you're a star, you don't want to see your fame diminish. Right?
Yeah.
Like think about it. Athletes, when they get older, some of them, that are labeled greats, not LeBron because of their longevity, they want to hang on to it as much as they can because they want to keep that popularity. They're like, hey, I am the greatest. People admire my play, right? But eventually they come to grips with reality, like, because Father Time is undefeated.
Of course.
Where they're like, you know what, my body can't take it no more. I got to stop. That's what happened with Kobe. Kobe was like, look, mentally, I could take this shit still all day, every day.
Yeah, but my body can't keep up with my mind.
My body is breaking down. It happens.
Yeah. I mean, he had
when you're
problem.
But when you're a celebrity, when your only job was to entertain people,
then go entertain.
But that's the thing. When you become so out of touch with reality, or your style becomes so old, and they don't have something predicated and designed to keep that going, like, for example, the Golden Girls. That was a great television series.
Right.
It was made for older people who related to that shit, but yet other people from other generations were able to still watch it and laugh. It's a very rare, finite amount of things that you could do that could carry you on for longer periods of time. That's why Betty White, who was the last Golden Girl around, right?
Yeah.
Got to keep doing things and being featured in movies because people fell in love with her as the person.
Yes.
But there was here's the difference. She stayed someone like Betty White stayed true to themselves, and they were the same person day in, day out for their entire life. And then you have some people that are like LeBron or even Will Smith, for example, as much as I hate admitting it, who they have these moments in time where they stop being them and they start trying to be what they think the media needs and what will keep the tabloids rolling.
And I'll be honest, I think Will Smith kind of realized that because he kind of touched on it in his new album. I think he come to terms with it, and he's accepting the part he played, and he knows he was wrong. So I give him that. But I don't know. I'll never understand why celebrities have to speak on their private life. Like, they just do it voluntarily on the internet, speaking weird shit, and it's like, then they become a meme, and it's like, who the fuck told you to come out and say that? Where's your publicist to say, pick the phone? It's like Trump when Trump's first term.
Right. Why are you fucking tweeting at 3 a.m.?
I was like, stop it. Somebody take his phone. Put it in the cup of water. Do something now. It's like that. It's like, dude, what are you doing? You're that bored. That's what I think. It's like they're just at home, like, I'm not in the news. I'm not on TMZ. I need to do something. And they're frantic, and then they just say some outlandish, stupid shit just so they can get on TMZ. I don't get it. It's weird. I'll never be okay with it. Even sometimes the shit comes across on my Instagram, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck about this. Like, why is this even on here?
But, do you ever see the same kind of reels coming through on Instagram where you get annoyed with any of them?
No.
Where you're like, you know what, skip.
Most of my Instagram reels is like ass, cars, comedy stuff.
I don't mind the comedy stuff. But you know how, like, Instagram, TikTok, they all try to, like, feed you the same kind of...
Well, I don't have a TikTok.
Well,
still.
I do for the show, for the Midnight Project.
And he still sends me TikToks.
I do.
I can't watch them.
He should, though.
Psst, let me let you in a little secret, Wiz. I can't watch the TikTok you said.
Get your... tell him...
You know I hate the internet. I hate the internet.
I get that you hate the internet.
I hate it.
Look, let me stay on fucking topic here, okay, motherfucker? God
yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah. Don't Chris Rock me, man. Please.
Will Smith, you mean? Chris Rock was just like...
Oh, he wasn't? Chris Rock was like...
Are you serious?
And then he said...
They're jokes.
He said, Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me.
Oh my God. All right, you know what? I already forgot what the fuck I was going to talk about. Let me stick with the Chris Rock thing for a second.
It wasn't that serious.
It wasn't that serious. But with as far as the Chris Rock thing, everyone praised him for how he handled that situation.
Nah, not me. I would have been a real nigga. That shit would have been canceled.
They would have cut the fucking cameras if someone came up and slapped me on stage like
And when
that.
the camera would have cut back on, it would have been chairs everywhere. It would have been like
It would have been a full-blown fight. Whether I win, lose, or draw, I'm fucking fighting. I don't care how much bigger you are than me. If you come up and you slap me like that on national television, motherfucker, I'm going balls to the walls. I'm fucking fighting the shit out of motherfuckers.
Did he have a mic in his hand?
I don't know if it was in his hand or if it was on the stand, the mic stand.
I think it was in his hand. I would have mic checked his ass.
I would have fucking
No, I
wrapped that
would've.
shit around his goddamn throat. Boom.
Yep. And he would have heard that loud, that loud.
Yeah.
Everybody in the crowd would be like, ah. I'm telling you, it would have been mayhem. It would have been mayhem. Oh, shit.
You know what wasn't addressed enough with that whole situation now that we keep bringing it up, because this is now like the 4th or 5th time we've brought it up.
It's a funny.
The Sidney Poitier skit
What was it?
that happened. So there's and I believe it was Sidney Poitier that they had a skit that almost instance for instant happened the exact same way. And so a lot of people came up with this conspiracy that maybe that was a staged event.
Oh. Who knows? Who knows now with Hollywood, honestly?
Right.
Because that shit was so casually, like, supposedly.
Because we didn't think a lot of y'all were as gay as y'all are, but y'all's gay as fuck.
Just look at the Met Gala.
Hollywood.
Look at the Met Gala. Golly.
Just look at the Diddy party attendees. Fuck.
I mean, you don't even got to look at that. Just look at what these dudes be wearing. Like, some of these dudes be wearing some strange things, man. Like, even now in sports, like some of these dudes, when they're walking to the locker room, the NBA games, it's like, what is this dude wearing? NFL games too. I'm like, listen, there's a line, and I don't think it's too thin. No, I'll just take some. Oh. There's a line, and it ain't a thin line between fashion and being a little weird. That shit weird, bro. I'm not wearing no crop top. Nah, I'm a dude. This is a man's world.
So some people get so comfortable with looking awkward that they don't care if it looks good or not. They're just like, hey, I'm getting paid to wear this shit.
I honestly do
And
believe
to
it.
me, I'm like, look, maybe it's because I'm not at that level.
Man,
Maybe I'm just a fucking hater. I don't fucking know.
Nah.
But if I was an athlete or an actor or a comedian and I was like at these events, you're not paying me enough to put this shit on. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's like half of you at the Met Gala wearing the shit you was wearing looked fucking ridiculous. Y'all looked stupid as hell. I couldn't see them. But again, I don't know if they're getting paid to do this shit.
You know what's weird to me about it is they call it fashion, right? And it's like they use these specific events like the Met Gala, the Golden Globes, or whatever the fuck it's called, the Oscars. They use these to kind of showcase the clothes that they make, right? So these companies reach out to these celebrities and say, you know, whatever, I'll pay you fucking whatever amount of money for you to wear this. The strangest thing to me is that these dudes put on the strangest fucking clothes. And it's like, who are you marketing to? Because like 80% of dudes ain't gonna wear this shit. So who is the people you're marketing this to? I don't know. But
that's how fashion's always been, though.
But I'll be Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac didn't play that shit. I don't play that shit. I'm not wearing that shit. What Bernie Mac say about the boy sitting on his lap? No. You stand right there.
Bitch.
You stand right there.
Some bitch.
The girl tried to put the boy on his lap. You seen that little skit?
Yeah.
They don't play that shit, man. There's a line and it ain't that thin.
One of the last real ones, man. I loved Bernie Mac, man. I missed him. That dude was fucking hilarious. He was hilarious and he was real and authentic.
He was
I don't think you were never gonna catch him. Even when he acted in roles, he was gonna be him.
What you think? Who you think is real now? I think Cat Williams is pretty real. Motherfucker funny too.
Cat Williams, yeah, I like Cat Williams. He lost his mind for a little while there. He lost his marbles for a minute. I'm not gonna lie.
When you think when he did the Shannon Sharp interview?
No. That's him on his way back.
Oh, he got his mind back.
Yeah, there was a period before that though where like he was talking some shit and we were like, damn, dog. They're like, go sit down in the corner, and stop sipping some shit.
Hey, I love that role he played as the alligator man in Atlanta. That shit is funny.
So I didn't watch that, but was it good?
That shit is that little part that he played right there. That shit is hilarious. You gotta watch
Alligator
it.
man.
If you haven't watched it, watch that part, man. That shit is so funny.
So the last thing I've actually seen him act in was the new one on Netflix, the Just Another Day or One of Those Days. Have you seen that movie?
Nah.
Let me see what the fucking name, the actual name of it is. So it wasn't a horrible movie. But however, they tried their hardest to make it the female version of Friday.
Oh, you talking about the shit with SZA in them?
Yeah.
I don't watch that shit, man.
It's called One of Them Days.
Yeah.
That was the name.
Shit. That was a chick flick, bro. That didn't.
It
didn't grasp me.
I was on my way. I was on an airplane on my way back from fucking Florida.
Oh, that's why you had one of those. I ain't got shit to watch.
It was one of them days.
It was one of them days. Yeah.
Don't take it personal. I just do it on.
Although you know what I've been
Only
watching?
90s R&B heads are gonna get that.
Yeah.
But, so I was like, fuck it, let me throw it on and watch it. And it had moments that I was like, that's genuinely funny. It had some uniqueness to it here and there, right?
Yeah.
But overall, you could just tell that they were trying so fucking hard to make it the female version of Friday, and it didn't work. It didn't work.
Yeah.
It was entertaining. It was something like if you watch it once, you could be like, all right, cool. I don't regret watching it. Like Havoc on Netflix. Have you watched that bitch?
No, not yet. I'm gonna watch it.
Oh my god! How do you get Timothy Affiliate,
Mm-hmm.
Forrest Whitaker,
Yep.
and Tom fucking Hardy
All in one.
all in a movie, and it'd be the most ridiculously written, unsound, bullshit ass fucking bomb of a storyline?
Really?
It was fucking horrible. Horrible fucking movie. Anybody that thinks Havoc was a good movie needs to go get their fucking head examined, because all it was unnecessary bloodshed.
You know what movie was pretty dope that Forrest Whitaker was in? The one with Keanu Reeves.
Street Kings.
That shit was hard, man.
Yeah.
We watched that shit so many times.
Yeah.
Oh, that movie was hard.
They did a number 2 to that also.
Yeah, that shit was whack.
Some things are better just left alone as solo movies, baby.
That shit was the part 2. It kind of seemed like it wasn't the same writer and it was more low budget because they didn't really get big names. Because remember part 1, what they had: Common, Forrest Whitaker, Keanu. They had Terry Crews. No, the game wasn't it. I don't know why.
He was in that one. He was in the first one.
Was he?
I believe so.
I know he was in Waist Deep, but I don't know. Waist Deep came out around the same time, the one with Tyree.
No. Street Kings was way after Waist Deep, dog. You tripping. Street Kings came out in 2008, homie.
And when did Waist Deep come out?
I don't want to lose this page. Hold on, let me open another fucking page here. When did Waist Deep? 2006. So 2 years later is when Street Kings come out. That's not the same time.
That's the same era, man.
2 fucking years.
It's the same era.
You know what?
Come on, man.
I just can't with you sometimes.
Man, you so damn. Stop being petty. 2 years. It's the same era.
Yeah, y'all answer that one. Is 2 years difference the same time?
Yes, because the movies were kind of similar. And they came out around the same time. Like, how long ago is this? 15 years? 17 years. Big difference?
Oh, of course, Chris Evans was in it. How can we forget Captain America?
Oh, yeah, he fucking died, huh? He was the rookie that got shot?
I don't think he died. Did he?
Yeah, he got shot. When they went to Common in them.
I thought he still lived.
Remember what was that line Common said?
Oh, Hugh Laurie.
He said
Hugh Laurie was in it also. I forgot about that.
Common said some strange shit in that movie. that line is hard.
Let's see.
Oh, Cedric the Entertainer.
Cedric the Entertainer was in it. Yep, I just saw that.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
That one
Clayton Powell was in it as well.
That one famous L.A. Blood dude that be in a lot of L.A. movies. He was in it too.
Noel Guglielmi. That's how you say his fucking name.
Whoa.
You might know him as fucking Hector in like every fucking Mexican movie.
Oh yeah. He was in it.
He's always in that bitch.
That was a good ass movie.
Yeah, The Game. He was a grill.
Real.
He was in it. He was in it. I knew he was in it.
What scene was Grill?
When they were in the fucking warehouse.
Yep.
He was in it.
Yep.
He was in it, Doc. Let's see here. Any other well-known actors? I'm gonna say no.
That was about it.
That was about it.
That was a hard ass.
Oh, Emilio Rivera. He was in it also.
You already said that.
No, I was talking about Guillermo.
Guillermo Rivera
or Noel Guglielmi, whatever the fuck his name is.
Stop it. Just stop.
Guglielmi.
This guy's supposed to be Hispanic.
Dude, that looks like a fucking Italian last name. I don't care how Mexican this motherfucker is. Read that last name. Tell me that looks Mexican or fucking Italian.
Yeah, that look.
In fact, you know what? Hold on.
That look Italian, man.
About to just fucking
That look Italian as fuck.
Hector from every other fucking Mexican movie.
From Fast and the Furious.
So blurry.
Did Fast and the Furious come out first, or Training Day? Fast and Furious came out 2000, right?
Let's go back to Google Magic, my friend. Find out. Because I guess that's the fucking type of episode this is. So, Fast and Furious.
This is the Google sode right here.
It's the Google sode.
Let's see. Do Fast and the Furious. I'll do the other one.
Yeah. So the Fast and the Furious, the first episode came out in 2001. The first episode, the fucking first movie.
Yeah.
Goddamn episode. Jesus.
Training Day came out 2001.
So they both came out same year.
Yeah.
And he was Hector in both them bitches. I think literally
he ran over, did one, and said, "All right, I don't have time to change."
I think literally his first 8 movies, he was like Hector in all 8 fucking
Hector
movies.
in all the movies he played.
No, not all of them. Like that was a running joke for a while. You know that dude loves to spend time here in Las Vegas too.
Yeah.
He used to be. I haven't seen him in a while.
He was out here for one of them car shows.
He used to be a regular at the El Cortez. He loved going to Fremont East and going to the El Cortez and all that kind of shit.
Like South Central.
Yeah, maybe. He's like, orderly we.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's dope.
That sounded fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm not sorry. Fuck y'all.
He's Hispanic, so he could
I'm
say
Cuban,
that.
so I can do it. Ya tú sabes, loco. Fuck it, I'm gonna keep it moving. Oh shit. Oh man, I don't even know where to go from there, bro. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, I think it's time to watch the Training Day.
Time to watch Training Day. We're gonna watch some Training Day. Speaking of watching,
I didn't know you like getting wet. Fucking different.
Hey,
that shit is wild.
He did that shit and then went and fought 2 fucking crackheads in an alley and still was cool afterwards. So
Yeah.
that shit didn't affect him. He was a motherfucking soldier after that. Goddamn. That's
My favorite scene is when he come out of that house after they robbed that shit.
you know
And he gave her the Chinese food menu.
yeah.
She said, "That stole my money." She went outside yelling.
No, you know what was funny is or not funny, but it was kind of cool to learn about was Denzel when the scene was like "man," and he kept saying that over and over in the movie. That was all improvised. That was not in the script.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, well, like when he said that to Ethan Hawke's character in the movie, that was unscripted, and they were like, "I fucking love it. That's some authenticity for that ass."
That's that nigga shit we need in this movie.
We finna throw that. We finna keep that. That ain't going in an outtake. That's going in the main damn reel.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
I still think the way he died was so trash. They could have did it better.
How would you have ended it?
I wouldn't have. I would have had a part 2.
Look, we've already discussed that not all movies need a fucking sequel, right?
Nah, but I mean, there was a lot left on the table that could have came in. That movie was real quick, like, and it wasn't a lot.
It was. You got to remember, all that transpired in one day.
I know exactly my point. That was a 24-hour period. Oh, we could have had another. There's another day. There was a tomorrow. We could have had a training day. Is not one day.
He called number 2 another training day.
Yeah.
Okay. So if let's just speaking theoretically.
This motherfucker drug.
Theoretically. Shut your ass up. Look, theoretically.
Yeah.
If you could have a part 2 to that movie, what would you have had?
Well, him being a villain now. Him being a bad dude.
Like no more badge. Like Ethan Hawke took that shit.
Yep. And now Ethan Hawke is trying to hunt him down and arrest him. And then the fucking mafias want their money and they're looking for him. And now he's just a full-fledged criminal busting caps on fools. Yeah. Motherfucker.
But I'm the only drunk one.
Hey man, that sounds like a good story.
It sound more like you're reaching for a Street Kings number 3 than a fucking Training Day number 2. Although they did talk about trying to make a number 2 to Training Day, which I don't physically see how that would happen because it would both have to be different characters now at this point.
Yeah, they're too old. Both of them are too old.
Yeah.
Although Ethan Hawke did a great job in, what was that, a horror movie or that drama movie where he was a serial killer? Black Phone or Black Book? What was it called?
Yeah, Black Phone or something like that. That was. I
didn't know it was him until like late. I was like, oh shit! I was like, he did pretty good.
He did pretty good because I think that was the first time I've ever seen him play a bad guy in a movie. Also, like I can't recall.
I think that was my first time seeing him since Training Day.
It's crazy how
he got wet.
It's crazy. He was still coming down from that high.
Yeah, he was still high.
It's crazy how some actors kind of fall from grace for a little while, and you don't hear nothing from them. Like Josh Hartnett. Just recently he did a movie called Trap, where it actually was a pretty good fucking movie. Trapped.
I gotta watch it.
So he's a serial killer, and the FBI and stuff like that, they basically create a fake concert.
Oh yeah, I did watch that. I did
watch it. What did you think of it? I thought it was unique,
but it was a little corny though. It was a little. So this is my issue with these type of movies that I'm such a common sense, no bullshits guy, where I'll be looking at shit and I'm like, that's dumb. Like when the bitch took the phone and went in the bathroom. Why you didn't go out the window? Why you stay in the bathroom?
You're literally saying shit that I was telling Gabby while we were watching the movie. But again, that's the irony of it because what was your immediate next thought? This motherfucker gonna find you.
Yeah, I was like, what the? So obvious with it.
So that's where irony comes in, right? Because when you're writing these movies, they want to create the irony because irony leads to the suspense. Yeah. And then they figure out how do you get yourself out of this because you were too stupid to figure it out before. So
that shit was dumb. No, it was a good movie though, but a lot of shit I was like, that shit was dumb.
I liked the uniqueness of the storyline because you don't see a lot of movies come out that are unique like that.
And I liked how, what's his name? M. Night Shyamalan. I liked how he was in it. And then that girl, the main character, she's his niece, I think.
Well, the
niece or
no, M. Night Shyamalan's daughter is the one that wrote the movie.
Oh, but that singer, that's his daughter. Matter of fact, not his niece. That's his daughter.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
Really? The one that was the singer in the movie?
Yeah.
No, I gotta look now. Trapped. Let's see.
Don't she look like him? She looked like M. Night Shyamalan.
I don't know.
He missed it though.
It did.
Said N.
N?
Because N comes after M, so instead of M Night, N Night.
Yeah, not funny.
Laugh, fucker.
It's not funny, motherfucker.
You don't laugh at my jokes or nothing. I'm gonna start going to Dwight.
What? The white around your lips? Stupid.
They were talking about trying to do a second part to that movie. I was like, leave it alone. Don't even touch it.
Please.
Don't touch it.
All right, so it was directed by M. Night Shyamalan, but I think she's the one that wrote it.
Yeah.
The daughter. Cast. All right, so Josh Hartnett, Ariel Donahue as Riley, Cooper's daughter, so Josh Hartnett's daughter. You're right, Lady Raven, Salika Night Shyamalan.
Yeah, it's his daughter. They both was in the movie.
Well. I didn't know that part. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And I think she's an actual singer, if I'm mistaken, too.
Discography. She's got an album that released in 2023. And then she played as the Lady Raven.
Lady Raven.
In 2024. So yeah, it's a new kind of thing for her.
Of course.
All right, well shit. See, you learn something new every fucking day.
Man, don't you ever question me.
But I question you all the time.
I know, I'm sick of that shit.
You're a liar. That's what makes this fun.
I ain't no damn liar. You a liar.
That's why you laughing.
I don't be lying. I just alter the truth a little bit. Just a little bit.
He don't be lying. I don't be lying. Sons of bitches.
That was a joke. Damn. We got motherfuckers right now that's probably like, I knew you'd be lying about everything.
Right. That's why he didn't get the job. Fucking stop it, motherfucker.
So I didn't get the job because I was too honest.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately.
Nah, but Trap was cool. Me and my daughter, we saw that. She wanted to see that movie. So
no, it was pretty good.
Me and the kids went and watched it. I liked it. It was just a lot of those things towards the end. It was like, what are you doing? Well, and then the other part that didn't make no fucking sense. Explain this to me. You in a limo driving.
Okay.
You pausing me for?
No, go ahead.
You in a limo driving. A group of people see this famous person in the back. They surround the limo, and somehow you're able to just get out the limo, put a fake SWAT man suit there to look like you're still in it, and walk away, and nobody noticed you.
Yeah.
I was like, come on.
I mean,
I don't know.
I understand it. They're trying to create some sort of new serial killer type of genre, right?
Yeah.
Because let's face it, man. Like, what do we have coming out now? Is the new Final Destination Bloodlines?
I ain't watching that shit.
Nobody, look,
I don't even know why I watched the other ones as a kid.
Damn. That shit's so fucking ridiculous. Like, oh, the rules have changed. No, motherfucker, it's the same shit. You're like, people die. That's it. You're just creating some weird shit. They got Candyman in there.
I seen
the rules of
I think I sent you the skit, but I seen the skit on Instagram.
Oh, I can't stand it.
It was a dude that was like acting like it was fucking Final Destination. And he walks in the room and like he trips and falls and hit his neck on a stool and he dies. And then someone else walks in the room and they're like, oh shit. And they trip and fall.
No, I sent you that. I sent you that shit.
Hey, that shit was hilarious.
I was like,
it was like 7 people, they died from the same stool.
Within a minute. It's an Instagram reel.
Yeah,
so
like everybody died. I was like, yeah, that's how Final Destination.
Dude, that's crazy that you're telling me that because all of a sudden my car got stuck on this train track and then it gets hit by a train. What the fuck? So yeah, just
that movie's whack. They're running out of ideas for sure with movies.
They're redoing I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Really?
They're redoing it.
You know what movies was really good?
Come on, man. Like, come up with some new shit already.
Even though they brung it back years later, and I used to be scared of this movie. But even though they brung it back years later, it still turned out to be pretty good. And it was the Scream movie.
Yeah,
they did okay with them.
They have another one of Scream coming out as well, too.
Yeah, I think this is supposed to be the final one, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be, yeah. Finally.
Isn't Scream written by the dude, the cop? The guy that plays the cop in Scream?
No. What? No, I thought Scream was written by Wes Craven.
Wes Craven?
Yeah. Let's see here.
I don't know. O'Doyle rules. Just throwing out random shit.
Fucking what the fuck?
What movie was that? Was that Ferris Bueller?
Oh, it was Kevin Williamson was the one who wrote the original Scream movie. Oh, and then for Scream 3, it was someone called Aaron Krugler. And then James Vanderbilt and Guy Busick. So it had a bunch of different writers
Different writers
doing these fucking movies.
Well, that's dope that they kept the same cast though.
Doyle Rules, though. Oh God, what was
Isn't
that?
that Ferris Bueller?
No. It was an Adam Sandler movie, I believe.
Oh, it was.
God damn it.
Little Nicky?
No, it was before Little Nicky though. Before Little Nicky, it was Billy Madison.
Oh, I think it is Billy. And then he brought it back in Grown Ups, didn't he? Because I know he brought it back in another movie years later.
Yep, it was in Billy Madison is when it was.
Oh, rules. That's like their family slogan.
Yeah.
What movie was it when they all drove off the cliff?
It was in Billy Madison. It was like towards the end of it.
Station wagon, man. Doyle Rules.
And they're saying it as they're flying the fuck off. Doyle Rules.
It's just a bunch of meatheads.
Just they ruled the fucking concrete wherever they landed in, whatever gorge they fell in. That's what they ruled. No, that shit was funny.
Adam Sandler, through and through, hands down one of the best rappers.
I really hope they don't fuck up Happy Gilmore too.
I don't think they would.
They also didn't think they would fuck up Coming to America too.
Yeah, but Adam Sandler don't miss. And I guarantee you, if Adam Sandler did Coming to America too, it would have been better. What movie has Adam Sandler missed on?
Everyone's got movies you're not too fond of.
Yeah, like I don't like Little Nicky, but I could say.
I was gonna say you just said Little Nicky, and I'm like,
I don't like it,
I
but
didn't like it.
But it's still a good movie. It's just not my kind of movie.
I don't know.
Yeah, like I don't think he missed.
Everyone missed.
Okay, even if you say Little Nicky was a bust. Okay, what else? What other movies for all these years?
He did a Halloween movie not too long ago that was
Hubert.
Okay, yeah, Hubert.
That's just funny to me. I liked it.
It was okay. It just wasn't.
It was just weird because he was a grown man and he had this weird voice because he was like a little. I don't know. He was a little slow, I guess. But shit was kind of funny. But that was for the kids. That was a kid movie.
All right, so let's see here. The 10 I just googled Adam Sandler flops, right?
Okay.
And this gave a list of the 10 worst Adam Sandler movies. So let's go through them real quick. I don't necessarily agree with this one. I don't think this was that bad. That's My Boy.
That's good. Oh, that shit was funny.
I thought it was funny too.
When he found out he had a son? Yeah, that shit was funny.
Sandy Wexler, 2017. That one's
that's the one when he's the music dude or some shit in Hollywood or the manager or some shit in Hollywood.
Let's see here.
I think that's that.
Yeah, I think
like
so.
Music producer or something.
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
That was good.
Little Nicky, which we've already agreed on, sucked.
Yeah.
It sucked. That movie sucked. Little Nicky sucked, bro. Pixels. All right, I don't agree with that. I liked Pixels.
Pixels was good.
Pixels was a good movie. It's a good family movie also.
Yeah.
And it's nostalgic for the people that remember those older games. Like I remember playing those games.
Full of quarters.
Those like all that era was like my parents' era, right?
Yeah.
But I remember playing all of those games, the same games. My dad had an Atari. We had all those games on like the little knob fucking system. Like I liked playing
because it was your parents' era, and then it was your era, and then my era. It started phasing out.
Yeah,
we started getting more home video games,
right?
PlayStation, Xboxes, and shit.
The Do-Over.
Oh, that shit's funny.
I liked it too. I thought that was funny. It was a different kind of storyline, so it was creative. So I don't see why that would get the fucking hate that it did. Hubie Halloween or Hubby Halloween, which I just told you, like it was unique and it was different, so I enjoyed that portion of it. However, when you think of Adam Sandler, you think of like those raunchier,
but that was a kid movie. That's like Pixels. That was for you to watch with your 3-year-old, 4-year-old, 5-year-old. It's a good movie.
I don't remember him doing Zookeeper. I always thought that was just Kevin James, but I guess he was in that with Kevin James.
Probably, or either did he write it? It's probably a movie he wrote and he wasn't in.
Maybe. Let's see here.
Because he's done that too.
This ranking has stayed away from movies that one featured Adam Sandler cameos, but he's enough of a presence in Zookeeper to make it worth counting.
So
He
did
has a voice role playing the character named Donald the Monkey. All right, so that shouldn't even count against him. That's a stupid fucking list. Thank you.
He wrote
Variety.
it. He probably wrote it. So
He wrote his role, maybe.
Oh.
The Ridiculous Six. That was so bad. That was so bad that they don't even fucking talk about it.
I probably ain't watched that.
It's a Western parody to the Magnificent Seven, and then Quentin Tarantino also had the Hateful Eight. So he came out with a comedy called The Ridiculous Six.
Oh, so he tried to scary movie the movie
to rival the fucking movie. Yeah, basically, and it just didn't fucking work.
You see, they coming out with another scary movie,
and now she shows up. That's Gabby pulling up.
That's fine.
Going Overboard. That was in 1989.
That's what you did, huh?
I went overboard a lot.
Overboard.
And then the number one worst
better not be
Adam Sandler movie was Jack and Jill, according to this
really.
list. Which I didn't like Jack and Jill that much. Also,
it's not worse.
It's not. I don't think it's the worst, but you know, it is what it is. Anyhow, subscribe.
Tell us what your worst Adam Sandler movie is. And subscribe, share, so that you care.